ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ hi and welcome to another British live okay so ਕਾਫੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਾਫੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ we were live on Friday but ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਤੋਂ live ਆਏ ਹਾਂ and today I'll be joining one of the big guys in the industry. He's been working with every single one of the newer artists, also the older artists as well, and he's the main guy क्योंकि music तो बगैर कभी गीत नहीं पूरा ਹੁੰਦਾ and I think ਲਿਰਿਕਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣ ਵੀ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਤੋਂ ਮਿਲ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ really really talented is Deep Jandu and you guys already know because you guys have seen the post so ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ questions ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਇਦਾਂ ਦਾ you guys want him to sing something because he just released a brand new track as well ਤੁਸੀਂ comments ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ okay now I'm gonna send him a request. Hopefully it doesn't like mess up like it did on Friday, but I don't think it will. Friday was thoda zyada chakkar ja chal gaya siga because I was live on the wrong account. But yeah. Hi. Sat shri akal ji, sat shri akal. ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਈਵ ਕਰੋ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਿਊਅਰਸ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਡ ਕਰੀਏ so we probably will work on something like that as well because we've had a lot of requests. I've got a lot of messages as well so ਆਪਾਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਉਸ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ but for now let's talk to Deep Jandu and if you guys do want to ask any questions please questions ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪੁੱਛੋ because it's always good and I always read the questions as well so ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਸੋਚਿਓ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ comments ਨਹੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਜਾਂ ਮੈਂ comments ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ignore ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ I read your comments and then I always like ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ question ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਤਰਫ phrase ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ is that okay so I've just sent him a link I'm just waiting for him to join in ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ask your questions in the comments and I'm just gonna add a little emoji and I'll pin the comment down here cool I've just sent him a request so I'll add hello
Hello, Siga ji.
How are you? ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਾਓ ਠੀਕ ਠਾਕ ਸਭ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ. The weather seems brilliant down there.
It's beautiful here. It sun's out.
That's great. So first of all, tell me where are you right now because we saw snaps in the UK then we saw snaps in India. We were a bit confused ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ?
ਮੈਂ ਬਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਆ ਜੀ. My house, chilling in my backyard.
Okay. Cool.
I'm in Toronto right now. Yeah.
How has it been? So Corona time chal raha siga and the pandemic has kind of shut down everything. So kive da reha time? Obviously you can work from home and you work from home as well because you've got a studio. So kive da reha like this whole process for you?
ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਰਿਹਾ. I think these past 2-3 months family ਨਾਲ ਜਿੰਨਾ time spend ਕੀਤਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ especially the past 2-3 years we've been really busy with music and traveling right
yeah
so family ਨਾਲ time spend ਕੀਤਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਿਆ and I think now finally in Toronto things are opening up. And we're out and about now,
Yeah. How's the little one doing?
He's good. He just went upstairs. I was gonna try to bring him in the.
Yeah, you should definitely bring him in the live if you can.
Yeah, if he comes down, I'll definitely bring him in the live.
He's walking around now, so he's
yeah. He's actually parson the birthday. He's gonna be 2 saal da hoena.
That's so good. So are you doing anything? Because we know that you always celebrate his birthday quite.
Yeah. We're just gonna do like because of Corona, we're gonna do a little backyard function with the family.
Yeah.
Sare jane family backyard ikkathe honge and just do a little bit more privately this year because of the whole virus thing,
Yeah. Deep, you've been doing great in the industry. Like obviously you've been in it for so long. Kinna time ho gaya hun thonu industry de vich. You also used to like you started singing. I remember that video with you with that green outfit. I still remember it really well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Industry ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਹੁਤ change ਹੋ ਗਈ ਆ for you what has been the biggest change for you
the biggest change for me is I think social media loki they're really active online ਐਜ਼ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਹੋਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਤੇ ਸਨੈਪਚੈਟਾਂ ਤੇ ਇੰਸਟਾਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਤੇ ਮੇਥੋਂ ਬੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਘੱਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਲਾਈਕ ਆਈ ਟਰਾਈ ਮਾਈ ਬੈਸਟ ਬਟ ਦੈਟਸ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਦ ਮੋਸਟ ਹਾਰਡ ਪਾਰਟ ਫॉर ਮੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਬਾਈ ਤੂੰ ਸਨੈਪਚੈਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਯੂ نو ਆਈ ਮੀਨ ਸੋ ਆਈ ਟਰਾਈ ਮਾਈ ਬੈਸਟ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਲਾਈਵ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆਈ ਟਰਾਈ ਮਾਈ ਬੈਸਟ ਬਟ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਔਖਾ ਚੀਜ਼ ਉਹ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ
Yeah. And so, obviously, in this pandemic, everything was down and stuff. But did you create some new music? Were you working on new projects and stuff during this as well?
Yeah. Well, I've been working on lots of new projects. ਤੇ ਬਾਬੀ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਖੁੱਲ ਗਿਆ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੂਟਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਣੀਆਂ so we're gonna start shooting the videos and hopefully the songs start coming out back to back, you know.
ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਇੰਟਰਸਟਿੰਗ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਸਟ ਈਅਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲਾਸਟ ਈਅਰ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ I think 2 years now you've been working with with a lot of young talent. So बहुत सारे young talent. We've seen J Track, Manna Music. They're all working with you, and they're very, very young as well. So they're only like under their 20s. What's the inspiration behind that? Are you trying to bring the younger generation into it and like help them, give them a platform?
The thing, Rajdeep, when I started, right, my first album came out in 2007, if I think that was the first time. 2008 it came out. Although especially in Canada, there wasn't a lot of support. Like there wasn't a lot of media, or if there was no like artist here that would be able to help another artist, you know what I'm trying to say, or give guidance. So now Babi Di Merna, like we've done everything, and what we're trying to do is, especially with the label Royal Music Gang, is getting the talent at Toronto that, you know, that we know are good. We're trying to give them a platform to pursue their dreams, you know. So if they want to work with big artists, if they want to release music, we're able to do that now. So we want to not just hold it and say, oh, I want to do everything, but pass it on to everybody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And they've given massive hits. So to see the guidance, like, you know, when they produce it, are you the one that's like always telling them like do it like this or do it like that?
Yeah, it's a teamwork, right? So the studios, like we have a studio here, and every person on the team has a key to the studio, so he can go anytime to the studio, do whatever they want, and we're always there together. So if one producer needs help from another producer, we're there to help each other. You know, if they need guidance from us, me, Parma, or anybody else in the team, we're there to help them. Or if they need help with music making, I'm there to guide them if they need anything. So we're always doing things together. You know, it's like a teamwork thing.
That's great. So you've talked about support क्योंकि इन्हें ज़्यादा artists भी आ रहे हैं in the industry. Support बहुत ज़्यादा मिल रही है नवे talent ਨੂੰ भी. You know, they get in a platform. It's quite easier to release a track in my opinion anyway. क्योंकि ਤੁਸੀਂ अपनी social media पे भी पा सकते हैं, है ना? You can start your own YouTube channel, post it there. And one day or another it will be heard. But in the industry for you guys, like, you know, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਹੁਤ time ਤੋਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, do you think the support has increased or it's decreased? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ social media ਤੇ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਦਿਨ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੋਈ controversy ਚੱਲਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਦੋ ਆਰਟਿਸਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. So for you personally, do you think it's like the pressure's increased ਜਾਂ support ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੰਨਾ?
ਮੈਂ to be honest ਮੈਂ ਬੜਾ ਇਨਵੋਲਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਚੱਕਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, but I think ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੀ ਚਲੋ, like for example you're a host, right? You do a lot of things, right? ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਸੱਚੇ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਓਗੇ, you get to where you need to be. So I don't think doing controversies and all that stuff is beneficial in the long run. Maybe in the short term, but just work hard. I believe in working hard and going through the struggles, and ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ. ਤੁਸੀਂ you can do anything you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You've struggled quite a lot as well. So to see the bahut time you've been in the long run. First you were like, you know, you've always been producing your own tracks, which is like, you know, the best part. So for you, ajkal struggle period na hunda nahi kise artist hunda vi a kayan de nahi hunde. We've seen that overnight stars bhi ban jande ne. Do you think people like, because music's kind of fading away, like, you know, music got like fade ho raha hai. There is good tracks coming out as well, but everybody's in the game to be famous or something. Do you think it's harder for you as a producer and like, you know, as a music producer when you have like artists coming in and they, you know that they maybe need more training?
Yeah. ਮੈਂ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਾਫੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਲਾਈਕ ਸੇ ਕੋਈ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗਾਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਮੂੰਹੋਂ ਚ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਬਾਈ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਹਿੱਟ ਗਾਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਟਾਰ ਬਣਨਾ ਵੀ ਆਈ ਵਾਂਟ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਫੇਮਸ ਵੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਗਾਣਾ ਚੱਲ ਜੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਐਡਵਾਈਸ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਆਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਦਾ ਬਾਈ ਦੇਖ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਾਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਰ ਦਾਂਗੇ ਬਟ ਵੀ ਕੈਨਟ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਇਟਸ ਗੋਇੰ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਅ ਹਿੱਟ you know I know you can do $50,000 video you can get the biggest producer you can get the biggest writer but ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕਿਸਮਤ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ it's about your luck you know what I'm trying to say so we can't sit here and guarantee that we're going to make you a star ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਲਾਈਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰੀ ਚੱਲੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਨਾ ਸੋਚੋ ਵੀ ਹਿੱਟ ਹੋਣਾ ਬਸ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਗਾਣਾ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਕਰੋ ਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਅਗਲਾ ਕਰੋ just keep working right don't think that you're going to be a star overnight that's my thinking that if the first doesn't work try the second doesn't work just keep going you know what I mean
ਹਰੇਕ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਕ message joined ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ like you know Royal Music Gang probably has their own message and their motive where they want to see themselves so is that what you're trying to promote with Royal Music Gang as well is that what RMG is doing
well everybody has their own way of thinking for us it's all about teamwork especially if you look at all the music that I have done or things that I have sung like Up and Down, Aage Below Tam, now Come and Go. I always try, especially songs that I sing. I'm not talking about music, but when I try to sing a song, I try to like Vaj Fakirandi. I try to sing songs with some kind of message in it, just because I like those kind of songs personally. So yeah, positivity is for sure one of the things that are always at the top of my list for when I'm singing. But as a music, you have to be versatile. You have to be able to do everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Commercial track karna sokha hai ya fir you know the track that the artist likes themselves, you know?
Like for example, I don't know if you heard my song Bombay to Punjab, right? That song was something out of my comfort zone. I don't really do commercial music. I don't really do those kind of songs like but oh babi di mere like that song and Pagal ਵਧੀਆ response ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ so that gave me the haussla that maybe I can sing these kind of songs and maybe people will like these songs right but ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ I always try to do messages songs and try to stay in my comfort zone you know
yeah ਤੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ so you talked about comfort zone ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਥੋੜਾ out of comfort zone ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ and you have to do a collab with something ਇਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਦੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ it's out of your comfort zone so you're like okay I have to think about it
yeah it happened a lot but I try my best to try to figure out what I'll sound like on every kind of style ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ as an artist ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ style ਉਹ it varies it gets broader it gets into is just stick to one style right so if you try going out of your comfort zone it's good ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ stuck ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਨਾ especially your mind as a producer or a creative person
yeah deep out of comfort zone ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ and of course you have been working on a lot of albums but you've also done like the soundtrack of like movies like ਤੁਸੀਂ shooter movie ਜਿਹੜੀ release ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਉਹਦਾ soundtrack ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ what's easier to work on an album or the soundtrack of a movie
I think for a movie it's easier because they just tell you this is the scenario, this is the song that needs to be done and make it. Like there's no creativeness behind it. They just well musically you have to kind of make sure the mood sara kuch bhi match kare movie naal but movie da thoda sokha kam hai kyunki song banana especially nama artist launch karna koi onu appreciation mila that's a little bit harder because you have to kind of angle the song in a certain way right
yeah so like of course like you've done the movie shooter or thodi like gangster type the movie see you've done tracks that are quite like hyped up so was that something quite easy like
I like more I don't really listen to sad songs sad gana cut sunda main zyada hype gane sunda I'm not really a sad kind of person but I like more energetic songs and more energy songs even if you look at the start of my career like one of my first songs was like Sherana Yari very aggressive and loud and I like those energy songs you know
yeah and like so of course like we've seen a lot of collaborations from you personally one of the biggest collaborations and like one of the most frequent collaborations is you and Karan Aujla and we see that quite a lot you've been working with him a lot recently he's been working with J-Track or Manna or you know for the track Shake but you're always there like I think we haven't actually heard you guys come together so is there another track coming together now
For sure, for sure. Karan is like my little brother. Will always have a family kind of a relationship. So it's not. It's more than music. You know, sometimes people just need to take a break and do their own stuff and worry about my family. Like, especially this Corona situation really messed up everything. So
Yeah,
कोई travel नहीं कर सकता. Karan होरी Vancouver रहंदे, ਅਸੀਂ Toronto रहंदे हैं. So usually would be flying back and forth every week before. You know,
yeah,
so because of that, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ restriction ਪੈ ਗਈ ਸੀਗੀ. But for sure. Music ਤਾਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਬਾਬੇ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ it's never gonna stop, you know, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਵੇ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਮੰਨੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਵੇ, ਭਾਵੇਂ J track, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਹੋਵੇ, it's all love
yeah,
everywhere, you know what I mean?
yeah. And like you said, you guys started together when Karnachi started his journey. You were the first person that he was working with. Of course, you both have grown a lot from 4 years back when I remember seeing you guys work together, and now it's a completely different vibe. You guys are the leading artists right now. So it does feel that you guys are doing really well, and when you see the crowd get excited for you guys, is it a different kind of feeling and you're happy
Yeah,
with what?
like मेरे लिए different experience है क्योंकि I'm like you could say the captain of the ship in the studio trying to make these songs happen. So मैं ਜਦੋਂ like करना शुरू studio आया सीगा to see from what he was when he started to the person he is now, it's amazing. And his confidence when he speaks, when he goes to public places, like I'm used to seeing him when he was like 5 years ago coming to the studio and shy to even sing, you know. So when a person grows and builds confidence and प्यार मिलता लोगों को, it's amazing, you know, and God bless him, and I wish him all the success in the future, and I wish he keeps going, even if it's with me, I make the music or not. I wish he all the success in the world, and he goes to where he needs to go. I think he should do a couple films, to be honest.
Well, we have heard that he might be working on something, but it's just not confirmed, right? So about you, you were on tour in India as well, November time, December tak, and you were there for quite some time as well. Then you came to the UK.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what was
I'm gonna show Ari. Sorry, just cut you off. Ari, say hi. Who's this?
Hello. He's a bit shy from the camera, isn't he?
I say hi. Who's this? Sorry, I just couldn't.
That's so
Sorry, what was the question?
Do you see him going into the music?
Yeah, he plays tabla. He sings along to every song. He does everything. Ari, say hi. Bye. Okay, he's gone.
Okay, he's definitely not interested in the live right now.
Yeah, he's gone.
So coming back to the tour, India's tour chal raha siga. How was the India trip this time round? Because obviously the tour was massive.
Yeah. It was good. It was really good. Like I'm more of a behind the scenes guy, so even doing shows and all that stuff, it's hard for me because, I was a singer first, but ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ music through ਮੇਰਾ, like people appreciated me, and my name was built from as a music director, not as a singer, right? So like I don't really consider myself a singer. I consider myself as a producer, but I do like to sing because that's what I first started up as, right? Even when I go to these shows, it's still nerve-wracking because it's crazy how much love ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਮਿਲਦਾ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਸੁਣੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਨਾਲ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, and ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੀ ਆਡੀਅנס ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਹਮ always grateful, you know, ਇੰਨਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਗਾਣਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, I've asked this to almost everybody, but like I really want to take your take on it because you're a music producer as well. So ਪਹਿਲਾਂ music, British Bhangra music was popping off, and it was just the main music was going off from here. Now it's expanded into Canada. We've got a lot of Canadian artists coming out. And mainstream Punjabi jada music apa keh sakte hain is coming from Punjab itself. Punjab to music hamesha hi hona because that's where it's rooted from. But do you think it's become harder for artists to actually get a song to pop off, or is it just luck?
I think your question has like two questions in it, right?
Yeah.
If I speak about British music, first of all, I love all of the UK people, because even when my struggling days, I moved to UK. I don't know if anybody knows, but I've said in a couple of interviews, in 2000, I think 11 or 12, I was there for 2 years because at that time, कोई YouTube नहीं ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ. मेरी पहली album, it came out on only TV. There was no YouTube, no streaming apps. I think maybe there was. I'm not sure, but the music videos were made on that big camera that you hold on your shoulder. And that time, I had a friend in the UK. His name is Roach Killer. Um, he's obviously, you've heard of Roach Killer, and he's from Canada, from my area. So
Yeah.
he helped me a lot. He's like, Deep, British music, British Asian music is huge here. You need to come here, because he had moved from Toronto to UK, and he's like, you need to come here. There's nothing in Canada. There's no radio stations. There's no shows happening. You need to come here and build your name here. So मैं उसकी गाल सुन के मैं उत्थे टैची लेके चला गया, and he took care of me for the first year. To be honest, he
Yes.
introduced me to Surinder Rutten. Surinder Rutten ended up doing my next album, my debut album called Into Deep, and I just fell in love with the whole UK scene, and I learned what you guys did. मैं सीख के सारा कुछ मैं वापस कनाडा आ गया सीगा.
Yeah.
And when I seen how you guys do things and how organized it was, the interviews and everything, I'm like I need to go back to Canada and hopefully build this here. I think I came back and I just started making music nonstop.
Yeah.
And then Babi not here now. There's a finally industry for new generations to be like, that we can release music here. There's platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's so many artists coming out from Canada. We've seen these new guys, AP Dillon and Gurinder Gill. They've just started popping off, like, on the charts as well. So of course, बहुत सारा music area. Do you think there's still like a lot for the Canadian? Like, can we expect a lot from the Canadian industry?
Oh yeah. There's talent here, so much talent here that hasn't even been touched. ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ because students ਆਪਣੇ international student ਬਹੁਤ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਇੱਥੇ, so ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ study ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ talent ਆ, they want to sing, they want to do those things. So ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀ avenue ਇੱਥੇ ਖੁੱਲੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, and there's a lot of talent here. There's lots of talent, and I wouldn't be strong if I wouldn't be wrong if Canada was probably another a strong community of artists and leading in the industry for non-stop music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then my second question was, of course, like, has it become harder for ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜਨਾਬ ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ artists ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲਈ harder ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ music release ਕਰਨਾ? Because of course we do have platforms, but you always need to be connected with the Punjabi industry, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉੱਥੇ based ਆ. So ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲਈ harder ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ is it important to be in touch with the Indian Punjabi artists? So what's it like?
I think that ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ AP ਹੋਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, AP Dillon and them, they are dropping non-stop music. I don't think they've really cared about any messaging any artist or getting indie artists to share their music. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਆਪ ਹੀ viral ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਕੰਮ, ਆਪ ਹੀ ਚਾਰਟਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, because it's good music, right? ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਵਧੀਆ, they don't need any promotion, they don't need anything. People automatically listen to good music. Sometimes time ਲੱਗਦਾ, but I think now because of social media, it's easier for your music to be heard and to get out more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dave, what are you doing that's like a bit, you think it's a bit unique? I know this is going to be a really like, another question, but I kind of want you to compliment yourself because, I feel like artists don't do that a lot. So what do you think you have brought which is different to the industry? Kuch nama aaya hai because of you? Because, we've seen like, in the past 3 years, we've had non-stop Deep Jandu music. And when Deep Jandu ka music play bhi hunda hai, we will know that that's you. We'll have Agyani or who will attend or something like that, So what do you think you've brought something new or like something fresh to the industry?
Like it's hard to compliment yourself. I don't know who you want me to say, but I'll just keep going back to the same point that if you really, really want something, you can achieve it. It's not hard. You just gotta really sleep thinking about it, wake up thinking about it. And that's the same thing with me because I didn't go to school. I dropped out in grade 11 because I had to help my dad at his factory, and like I've been through all these phases where I'm like, I need to do something. If this is what I love to do, I need to do it every day. So even if I went to work, I came home, I made music. Even if it was late night, I woke up making music, and then one day so I think if I want to compliment myself, I'd say that I work really, really hard.
Yeah. So it's paying off right now as well. बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार मिल रहा है from all over the world as well, and you have people that are looking up to you as well. We have like all these young talents working with you. That they're obviously like they call you their ustad. Like that's a massive thing.
That's a blessing, yeah.
Yeah. So Now let's talk about your personal life. What do you like in real life? What do you like to do instead? I know you're going to say music, but instead of music, what do you like to do?
I like to spend time with the family. I like going out on adventures. I like traveling, um, hiking, going through a walk in the park with the family, going from ice cream with the family. I like to spend. I'm a very family oriented person. I like to spend time with the family. You know.
Yeah. And all your family is in the UK, in Toronto?
Sorry, family Toronto.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And you have your in-laws in of course, the UK.
Yeah, my in-laws are the UK.
Yeah. See, I got a bit of research. And like, of course, like, you know, do you know how to cook or something like that? Are you into cooking?
Yeah, I'm into cooking. You can tell I'm a very healthy guy, so I love
What do you
cooking and I
what do
love.
you like to, like, you know, cook? Like, what's the good thing we can expect from?
Right now it's barbecue season this summer, so barbecue chal raha hai. Barbecue anything. You can barbecue chicken. I'm more of a barbecue summer kind of guy, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And like in terms of traveling, sab to best jagah kedi lagi hai so far, like, you know?
ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ I think India because ਉੱਥੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਮਿਲਦਾ and UK. Those are my two homes, India and UK.
Yeah, yeah. And has there been like a time where you've been probably like touring kite na kite in the world and like inna zyada pyar mil gaya and you were just like really overwhelmed? You know, kei baar idda de shows on there where you just so overwhelmed looking at the crowd or after the show kei baar fans on the milne or before the show. What has been that show for you?
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਆਪਣਾ ਇਟਲੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਸੀਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਲਾਸਟ ਈਅਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਰਿਹਾਨ ਇੱਧਰ ਟੀਮ ਦੇ ਇੱਧਰ ਆਰਐਮਜੀ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਸਾਰੀ ਗਈ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਯੂਰਪ yeah around last year I think right ਤੇ I think ਉਹ ਇਟਲੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਯਾਦਗਾਰੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਅਸੀਂ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਲਾਈਵ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਫੈਮਲੀਆਂ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਨੱਚ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਦੂਰ ਤੱਕ ਆਡੀਅנס ਬੈਠੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਨੱਚ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੈਕੰਡ ਫਲੋਰ ਤੇ ਸੀਟਾਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਨੱਚ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਸੋ I think ਇਟਲੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਸ਼ੋਅ is one of the most memorable shows that I think I've ever been on. I can't speak for anybody else, but I think I've ever been on.
एक शो सीगा थोड़ा उस तो बाद थोड़ा टाइम I think it was like in June July time maybe when you guys went back to Canada and एक शो सीगा सरी दे विच and that show that's where we saw your baby as well on stage.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about that show because you brought your whole family was on that show, so what does that show mean to you? Because was that the first time your family was seeing you perform?
ਲਾਈਕ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਸੌਖਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਨਾ ਬਟ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਕਰਨਾ it's ਔਖਾ man. It's really hard because it's like you're trying to avoid eye contact.
Yeah. So and your missus was like quite near the stage as well. She came down to get eyes.
Yeah. She came down. Yeah.
So did you have that pressure on, like, you know, okay? Oh.
Like I said, it's very hard. It's very hard. But it's ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਿਆ blessing ਸੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਨਾਲ ਦੇਖਣ ਆਈ ਸੀ so it's good, you know.
Yeah. So do you obviously are they happy with what you're doing? Do they always tell you like, you know, you're doing well and things like that?
Yeah, they do, but now it's kind of like it's been so much music has come out that they're kind of used to it. They're like, oh, a new song, oh, okay, cool. Like it's not like before.
Pehla excitement honi hai ki nawa geet aa raha hai.
Yeah, before it's like gana aa raha, oh sick, yeah, let's watch it. The whole family sits down and watches it. Now it's like, oh, another one, okay, another one, okay. Like just so many come out, you know.
Yeah. So now let's talk about all the different artists you've worked with. You've worked with almost every single one of them, and like, you know, we see that you have really good relationships with them as well. Jinne bhi kam karte hai, you chill with them quite a lot as well. So in terms of like, you know, who has been your favorite? I kind of already sense what you're gonna say for this answer, but who has been your favorite artist to work with?
I think people, the audience, even people that are commenting below, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਬਟ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਰਟਿਸਟਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਵਧੀਆ everybody has their own character, everybody has their own way of doing things and you learn from everybody, you know. Everyone is funny in their own way and ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦਾ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ to be creative ਤੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਈਡੀਆ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦਾ ਮਾਹੌਲ has to be positive. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਜੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਵਾਈਬ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਦਾ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਇਨ ਐਨੀ ਵਰਕ ਇਵਨ ਇਨ ਯੋਰ ਵਰਕ ਇਫ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਹੈ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਯੂ ਵਾਂਟ ਟੂ ਲੀਵ ਐਟ ਦ ਏਰੀਆ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਸੋ ਆਲ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਮੋਸਟਲੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਐਂਡ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵਾਈਬਸ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਤੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਮਿਲਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਆ ਆਡੀਅנס ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ
ਇੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ like it was a very unexpected collaboration between you and Kanwar Grewal ji. It was very, very unexpected. Nobody was expecting it. And that was something super, like it popped off big time. So what would tell us a bit more about that? Like, you know, collaboration bani and how did you guys work on that?
That story ਥੋੜੀ ਜੀ it's interesting because ਅਸੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ I think ਕਰਨੇ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕਰਨ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਗਾਣਾ ਯੂਨਿਟੀ ਇਨ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ for with Bohemia ਉਹ ਗਾਣਾ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕਰਨ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ I think ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੋਟਲ 'ਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਤੋਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਆਊਟ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੱਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਡੇ I think ਵਾਪਸ ਚੱਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕੋਈ ਸਿਟੀ ਚੱਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਡੀ 'ਚ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਟਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਡੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੋਟਲ ਵਾਲਾ ਡੋਰ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਕਨਵਰ ਭਾਜੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਭਾਜੀ ਹੋਰੀ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ like what are they doing here right like we're in the middle of like I think San Jose or I don't know where we were in the California where did he come from right like I didn't expect him coming out of the hotel and then I just sat in the car ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੂਫੀ ਸਿੰਗਰ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੀ they probably don't even listen to our music like they're more like you know like family Sufi like we do like ਚੱਕ ਦੋ ਧਰ ਲੋ kind of songs ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ so I just stayed in the car I just looked at him and I just stayed in the car I'm like he's probably doing something I don't want to disturb him and yeah I'm his fan but I just wanted to leave him the way he was you know and then I guess he saw me and then he came ਗੱਡੀ ਤੋਂ ਘੁੰਮ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਗਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਦਾ ਡੋਰ ਖੋਲ ਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜੱਫੀ ਪਾ ਲਈ ਹੈਨਾ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੀਪ ਤੂੰ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ I'm like I tripped out I'm like how does he even know my name I'm like where have you been he's like ਕਿੱਥੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੇ ਫੋਨ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ I'm like to be honest I didn't even know you called me you know and then and he's like ਮੈਂ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਆਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ surely I guess he came to Toronto a few months back he's like ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ I tried to contact you ਵੀ ਗਾਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਤੇ busy ਸੀਗੇ blah 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 this time I said look I'm here right now I'd love to do a song with you I'm your fan you know and right away as soon as he said that he's like ਕਦੋਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੈ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣੀ ਚੱਲ ਜੰਨੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ and ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਚਲੋ ਮੈਂ ਬੜਾ ਫਰੈਸ਼ ਹੋਣਾ ਘੰਟੇ ਤੱਕ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ so literally we went to the studio the same day we met in an hour and luckily Karan was there Karan was sitting there and we thought of the vibe he gave us the chorus Nivaj Fakira he sang his chorus and then Karan went back to Vancouver and then wrote the verses and that's how the song happened
That's amazing. So that's something so unexpected and like you know hoya bhi unexpected
exactly.
exactly
exactly
I pretty sure ਕਿ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਪੌਪ ਆਫ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਹੈ just comes out of nowhere kind of thing
ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ it's always good because the vibe ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ
yeah and then we had Bombay to Punjab what a track what a vibe and it was what a collaboration it was everywhere I mean hajivi when we ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਚਲੋ TikTok ban ਹੋ ਗਿਆ but ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ when we scroll down or something everybody was making TikTok did you expect that track to go viral because obviously you were working with the main man
no way ਆਪਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਐਲਬਮ ਅਸੀਂ I think ਨਵੰਬਰ ਚ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਐਲਬਮ ਨਵੰਬਰ ਚ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ ਕਰਤੀ ਸੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਐਲਬਮ ਸਾਰੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫੀਚਰ ਸੀਗੇ ਬੋਹੀਮੀਆ ਭਾਜੀ ਰਾਜਾ ਕੁਮਾਰੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਰਨੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਫੀਚਰ ਸੀਗੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਚਲੇ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਐਲਬਮ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ the team for Geet MP3 KV ਢਿੱਲੋਂ ਗੁਰੀ ਹੁਰੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਗਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਡਿਵਾਈਨ ਨਾਲ ਹਨਾ ਤੇ I'm like shit man like I have the album ready ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਖੜੇ ਪੈਰ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਬਣਾਈਏ and luckily Karan was in the studio as well and I'm like Karan ਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਚੱਕਰ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਗਾਣਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਨਵਾਂ ਕੋਈ you have any ideas and in the studio I don't know if you remember back in the day the song Addictive those drum I think Truth Hurts Addictive the drum pattern boom 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 that groove so I was ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ groove ਤੇ ਗਾਣਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਪਰ ਹਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਬਣਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਤੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ 'ਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਪੈਟਰਨ ਦਾ ਡਰਮ ਬਣਾਤਾ ਤੇ there was a guitarist from the studio that was leaving from another session in the studio that we booked and I forgot his name but ਲੁਧਿਆਣੇ ਤੋਂ famous guitarist ਹੈ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਭਾਜੀ ਵੀ ਮੜ ਜਾ ਡਰਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਗਿਟਾਰ ਵਜਾ ਦੋਗੇ and then he came back in the studio and then he played if you listen to the song the start starting that melody.
Yeah.
He played that, and then he played the guitar on the drums. And that's it. The song was done. And Karan heard
So
that.
you just got a lot of artists together on the song.
Yeah, it just happened randomly. And Karan was like 2 minutes later, he just wrote that and he finished the song and I recorded it. And then Divine sent it to Divine. He loved it, recorded his verse, and shot the video.
Yeah. And then it popped off. And then did you? So like you said, you weren't expecting the track to even pop up because you didn't even think about the track.
Exactly.
So
We had no. We didn't have it done.
And then that became one of the best tracks in the whole album. Like that was the highlight of the album, I guess. So
exactly.
Then did you have this pressure? Ki like, chalo, aata ho gaya, what's next? Is that with every track that happens?
Like the thing is, जिन्ना भी ऐसी काम कीता हों तो like शुरू तक ऐसी कदे expect नहीं कीता. Like we never expected anything. Even एक तो पहला जिहड़ा गाना कीता सी पागल होई जावो है ना, वो भी ऐसी expect नहीं कीता सी. जमा भी उधर भी response because that's out of my comfort zone. ते I think ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ बिना सोचे कोई काम करते हो unexpected ਹੁੰਦਾ then it gets more ਵਧੀਆ response ਮਿਲਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ like just from God, like God makes those things happen. He's like, this is what I want you guys to do it, and this is the response you're going to get, so मैं कਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਵੀ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੋਰ ਗਾਣਾ ਬਣਾਵਾ. just keep making music, ਆਪੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਬਣੀ ਜਾਣੇ, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we had a really interesting question in one of the comments, and I was really interested to know about that as well. So, you're a music producer, yeah. This is a bit of like a funny question, but do you guys get along? Like, do you guys share ideas as well? You're Baki music producers in the industry. Do you guys get along, or is there like this competition, or is it healthy?
No. ਮੇਰਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 뮤직 ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੈ. ਮੋਸਟਲੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਵੈਨਕੂਵਰ ਤੋਂ like me and Harj Nagra, we had a song together called Kyon. Which music producers do a song together? I don't know anybody. Like me and Harj Nagar did a song called Kyon, and he's not a singer. I'm not really a singer. We're both producers, but we came and sang our own song together. Like he was singing a line and I was singing a line, and we just like even Intense from Toronto, like Jay Static, like we're all friends. To be honest, like everybody, it's not necessary to share ideas, but we're all friends. Like if we see each other, we'll say. We'll say what up to each other,
Yeah, so you will chill out with like other music producers.
Oh, for sure. Like you should. Like the music is a side. Music is just something you like to do. You know what I mean? But friendship and relationships is more important.
Yeah. So then now, of course, like there's a lot of like uncertainty with what's happening and stuff. But what projects both are there? What's coming up next?
मैं गाने बनाए हुए हैं. I've been in the studio because Karan and are Vancouver. We haven't all got a chance to meet up. So me and my brother Lali Mundi have been making lots of music in the studio. Lali Mundi is a writer who wrote El Sueno for Diljit. He wrote a lot of big songs for Just Baj and all of them. Even my song Pagal, he wrote that as well. So we've been making non-stop music in the studio, and hopefully बस हम अपना शूटां च लगे हुए हैं ते जल्दी गाने लोकां दे मूरे ਆਪਾਂ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ.
ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਥੋੜੇ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਨੇ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ 'ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੋਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੌਖਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੌਖਾ ਹੈ? What do you find to be easier? Because ਅੱਜਕੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਵੀ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ they want something their way, whereas ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ ਨੇ they're good to be like quite lenient. They like to just work away around, get your ideas. So is there that, or is it a bit different, or is it the opposite?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see.
Hello?
Yeah,
you see me?
Yeah.
I like working with new artists. It just if you look at the songs that I've released and the songs that people have liked more of mine in the music, as all new artists. Like when Karan first came out, people look how much love Karan got. I launched Ali, his songs. One of Sidhu's first ever songs, Sidhu's songs, I did his song. So anybody who's new, I've launched, have got, with the grace of God, have done amazing in their career going forward. So I like to work with new talent and give them a pedestal, and like they can use me as a stepping stone to do whatever they want in their life. You know what I mean?
ਤੇ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਾਂਚ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਾਰ ਇਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਈ ਆਰਟਿਸਟ then you guys never work together.
Yeah.
I don't say any names or anything because this is not a controversial track, like, conversation we're having.
Exactly.
But just in general, ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ you never hear about them ever, or you see that on live shows or something they don't like to sing them tracks or something.
For sure.
Do you feel a bit bad? Like, okay, I gave them like a stepping stone kind of thing. You guys, I will launch you guys, and you obviously do want like to see them grow, and it makes you happy as well. But do you feel kind of like a bit bad? So what's going on?
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ. I think that life is a long thing, so God watches everything. You should do things. The thing is, in life, nothing stays the same, right? That's what I've realized being in this music career. When you start thinking about little things like that, then you can stress yourself out every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think just make music. You're here. I started off because I love music, so I'm here to make music. I'm not here to talk about people, do things. That's not what people want from me. They want music from me. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So however people want their career to be, that's how they're going to proceed, how they're going to grow. People come in and out of your life. That's not a big deal. Even if not a music industry, if you're in any field, people always, you do one job, someone comes in and out of your life. That's just part of how you grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So कोई बंदा आवे ते जावे, like बड़े आए बड़े गए. The song that just came out.
I was just coming to that.
Yeah. So people that come in, go out of your life, it's all for a good reason. You know what I'm trying to say? So you just stay positive and keep making music.
And then I was coming to the track. You sang it before. Come and Go is a track like that. It's a track that I've kind of listened to quite a lot. And in Dina which I think we've kind of realized, or like we've had like probably guys that have came in or went because it's time the which pata laga ki kaun na aaya kaun nahi hai na. You need people to ring up, check up on you, and you've had that. So this track coming out this time was like the perfect timing as well. Is Geet the Piche inspiration? Is that, or was there something else? So you always thought about this track?
No, this song actually I like, oh, I made this song and then I want to drop it, and like actually which ਮੈਨੂੰ ਗਾਣਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਮੈਂ. This song actually came out on YouTube by a singer called George Gill. It already released. ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਨਵੇਂ ਗਾਣੇ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਰਹਿਣਾ. ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਗਾਣਾ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਿਲ ਨੂੰ ਛੂ ਗਿਆ. ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਯਾਰ, ਲਿਰਿਕਸ ਵਧੀਆ ਲਿਖੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨੇ, ਜੋਰਜ ਗਿੱਲ ਨੇ. ਤੇ ਦੈਨ ਮੈਂ ਪਰਮੇ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਾਈ ਬਿਗ ਬ੍ਰਦਰ ਪਰਮਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਯਾਰ ਗਾਣਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰੀਏ. ਦੈਨ ਹੀ ਕੰਟੈਕਟਡ ਜੋਰਜ ਗਿੱਲ that are you guys releasing the song, like ਤੁਸੀਂ audio to like the music was already made, there was already a song out.
Okay.
And then he commented that we like the song. Like, do you mind if we release the song and we sing this? Like, Deep wants to sing the song. And then he said, no problem, buddy. Like, that would be amazing. You guys take it, do whatever you guys want. And he gave us a song. We already had the song like 4 or 5 months ago, and we were just walking around. Like, let's just shoot a video, and it's quarantine time, so we just literally, the video is so simple. We're walking around and we just dropped the song.
Yeah. And it's an amazing track. Do you want to sing like a bit of the track, like, because it's such a sick track? So
Sure. ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਉਹ ਲਾਈਫ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਹਨਤੋਂ ਹੈ ਦਿਨ ਰਾਤ ਕਰਦਾ, ਆਪਣੇ ਹੀ ਦਮ ਉੱਤੇ ਬਣਨਾ ਏ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਫੜਦਾ, ਲੋਕ ਰਹਿਣ ਵੀਰੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੜਦੇ, ਲੋਕ ਰਹਿਣ ਵੀਰੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਫੁੱਕਦੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਪਕਾਉਂਦੇ ਰਹਿਣੇ ਆ, ਆਓ ਬੜੇ ਆਏ ਬੜੇ ਗਏ ਬੜੇ ਆਉਣੇ ਆ.
Such a sick track. I think it's such a facts all over the track. So then you've also touched upon like Parma, and you and Parma have been in the game for together in the game. RMG is with you two as well. What is the where did the friendship? Were you friends before, or is the
Yeah. Me and Parma have been friends for so long. He's like my older brother, and we've been making music. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਦੋਂ music ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਜੋ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ, like as a shonk, and if you listen to Come and Go, Parma ਵਿੱਚ ਗਾ ਵੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਗਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, he's so Parma is a man of multi skills as well. He's a singer, he knows how to play tabla, vaja, but he likes to be behind the scenes. He's not really, but apa socha like let's do it together, why not, let people know. So me and Parma have been together for a long time. Sari team Jinevi, if you look at each member in our team, we've been friends for over 10 years, 15 years, anybody who's in our team.
Yeah.
ਸੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਆ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਲਈ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਬਾਬੀ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਨਾਲ like we're able to give more people opportunities. Like for example J Track, like you said, he did the master song Hint for Karan, Don't Look, and now Munna Music, I think Munna was only like 18 years old, and he did the song for like Shake for Karan,
Yeah.
he just did the song, he produced the Come and Go song as well. So everyone is multi-talented on the team.
Yeah, and I think ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਮੇਨ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ friends ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, you try and share ideas and you want each other to grow, and so we always see that with the whole friendship group, with the whole RMG and Rehan Records put together. They've always worked together, and although different record labels, which is very very rare, so record labels ਇਕੱਠੀਆਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਹੈ. We've never seen, like, it's very very
never seen that in
yeah.
any history has never told that story ever. Usually
we will never
record
see,
labels
like,
are always fighting each other, don't want to do this, don't want to do that, but it's probably it can be written in the books of at least Canadian history that two record labels working together.
Yeah, because like we see Sandeep putting a post up, and he will always have like #RMG, and
Yeah.
it's on the Rehan Records page. So it's something really really like new, very collaborative, I can say, and it gives like a positive vibe to the industry as well, which is really good. So anything you wanna tell us, like, what's coming next? Like you said, you're working on a couple of tracks as well. Come and Go release ho gaya hai, and then in the next couple of days, are we hearing something soon? Or
I think that now, like, I'm at the point now where that I just want to experiment with my music. I don't want to be restrained to being a producer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Zeus Pajinagara area, like he's producing the beat and I'm just singing. I just did a song with Punjabi MC. So like I'm just going out of my comfort zone and just being an artist now. Jira Ji Karda Gana Karli, I'm doing a song with them. There's no formalities, there's nothing like, even I'll approach new people too that, yeah guys, let's do a song. I just want to make music and go back to loving music and making music because you love making music, not for business. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and you're launching new artists as well. Are you going to be launching?
Yeah, Sade, Parma Music and RMG launched Yad Purival. His song is called Wrinkle, that really did amazing in the last few months. I would say watch out for him from seeing him. He writes his own music, he's in the studio, and he's going to be someone I think people should watch out for in the near future.
Yeah.
He's really talented and young.
Yeah. His track did really well as well. Like, Wrinkles went places, like, it was doing really, really well, and it's still doing very well.
Exactly.
So it's great. I'm looking forward to whatever you're going to be dropping. We've always, like, we always know you're always going to be dropping hits. So it's getting us quite excited, because you've also dropped the name Punjabi MC in there as well. So I'm excited to hear that.
Exactly.
It's super exciting. It was really great to have you on live.
Thank you, Rajdeep. We really appreciate it. And I just want to say, जिन्हें भी UK च follow देख रहे हैं सारे जाने, love you guys so much. सारे ਨੂੰ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਤੇ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਮੇਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ UK ਵਾਲੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਕੀਤਾ, ਮੈਂ ਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਸਕਦਾ। ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਬ੍ਰਿਟ ਏਸ਼ੀਆ, ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ, ਨਾਲ ਖੜੇ ਹੋ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਗਾਣੇ, play all the songs, even this new one, and we really appreciate everybody on your guys' side. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for that as well. And you'll be down here quite a lot. So, we'll see you soon, hopefully, and then we can catch up there.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Raji. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.